They're going to go bad. In fact, right now, you might as well sell your Camaro because it's going to blow up. These are the top 4 things that will go wrong with your Camaro. So stick around at the end because the last one's a doozy. I want to preface, I'm talking specifically about the 6.2 liter LT1 engine that comes in both the SS from 2016 to 2023 and the LT1 from I think it was 2020 to 2023. So just the 6.2. I don't know anything about the 4-cylinder, the 6-cylinder. Some of this stuff may be the same, but just talking about those engines. The first one is probably one of the most important things. That's the lifters. They're going to go bad. In fact, right now, you might as well sell your Camaro because it's going to blow up. The lifters can go bad, and that's because of Chevy's AFM system, and that's pretty much just active fuel management. All it does is it shuts off 4 of the cylinders. I'll put like a little graph up on the screen so you can see which cylinders are shut off. It's not great. I mean, you can imagine like to save like maybe what 9% on fuel or something just to end up having lifter failure, because shutting off cylinders and turning them back on constantly as you're driving, and especially if you're driving aggressively on metal that was never designed to withstand that much on off over and over and over again. They generally fail somewhere between 90 to 100,000 miles. Now, that doesn't mean that your Camaro is going to blow up or the lifters are going to have issues. You'll know they have issues because there's a ticking noise that is made from the end, like the top end of the engine. I'll leave a video here. It generally requires either a replacement of the lifters, or in some case scenarios, in an aggressive failure, it'll take out your cam. I'd say probably like the 3rd worst level, or sorry, if level 1 is the lifters, level 2 is the lifters and the cams, level 3 would be the entire engine. I don't even know how much money it would be to replace an LT1 engine, but it's ridiculously expensive. Number 2 is an issue I actually had an issue with, I think it was 2 weeks after I bought the car. It was the thermostat. The thermostat on these cars, for whatever reason, like to fail. I think mine failed at about, I want to say it was like 40,000 miles. I had only driven the car about 1,000 miles, and the thermostat was stuck open. You'll notice that your car is running a lot cooler than it used to. It should be between, well, the range right above me, but mine was at like 150 to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Way too cold. Generally, your car running a little bit colder isn't going to kill it, but there are instances where running cold damages the engine just as much, sometimes if not more, than running it way too hot. Number 3 is something a few people have reported on the forums, and that's some rear diff, like noises and different things. To be honest with you, it's a little prevalent on the forums. I would say just make sure that you service it regularly. I've actually got to service mine here soon. I need to get the fluid and do like the proper draining and then refilling. But it's super important that you keep on top of that. I feel like a lot of these guys are skipping out of that. I think it's like, I want to say it's 45,000 miles. It's a pretty major service for your transmission, for your rear diff, a lot of different things. So stick to the service manual, get that stuff done, and you probably won't have any issues. Number 4 seems to plague all of the Camaros, including the 4-cylinder, the 6-cylinder, the 8. I know I claimed earlier in the video that this is really specifically about the V8. The issue is electrical. It's the battery. It's the grounding of the car. For whatever reason, Chevy did not do a great job at grounding the vehicle. And I don't mean to the ground. Okay, that's tires. Those are tires. That's tread, right? Let's get on the same wavelength here. I'm talking about electrical, like Electro Wizard. If you know, you know. A lot of guys on the forums say that adding an additional ground is what solves their problem. It generally leads to slow starts, some issues with the infotainment system. Unfortunately, a lot of modern cars have so many electronics that a little electrical gremlin or a improper ground, even on older cars, but especially newer cars, can be catastrophic. So make sure if you need to, add an additional ground. If your car's struggling to start, also check the battery. Make sure the battery's in good health. And that's pretty much it. If you guys want more information on the LT1 or my LT1 in specific, I can make another video about that. If you've got any topics you'd like to hear about, go ahead and put them in the comment section down below. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys later. It's 9:44. Car's washed. We're going to do a car meet tomorrow. I got to be up by 6, baby. I need sleep. That's what I need. I need sleep.